Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for the virtual party chat premiere of the table reading for my film, Silence. And we are just so happy to have you with us today. You're more than welcome to chat along with us as we watch the reading as well. So here we go. Let's start. Scene 1, Interior Community Center Day. Fade in. A group of people are gathered at a weekly support group session. Camera slowly draws closer to the main character, Jocelyn, heard this interesting expression as James is speaking.
I'm having a hard time trying to find my purpose and forgive myself. All I feel is hurt. Does this make me weak? I don't want to believe this is the truth about myself, but it's all that I see.
So what would you like to believe is the truth, James?
I want to believe that I'm thinking too much, I don't want to hurt anymore, even if I'm doing it myself. I don't want to believe the world and the lies that it's telling me. It's like my mind is on constant routine of the negative, when all I want to do is start over.
Every day you begin again. And I believe that every day our minds need a reset. It's perfectly normal for you to feel the way that you do. But remember that it's time and the willingness to adapt to change is what will help you actually develop a healthy mindset and a clear perspective. That is, if you'll allow it to.
Jules raised her hand.
Yes, Jules?
Is it all right if I share with the group?
Of course, please.
I remember being in your place, James. I used to wake up some days upset that I even woke up, not having any understanding of my purpose or why I'm here. Then one day, in the midst of my depression and pain, I was tired. I had a decision to make, to reject what I believed the world thought of me or believe that I'm capable, that I'm worthy of living. That is what led me here.
And remember, everyone, we have to be kind to ourselves. Forgiveness of self is not an easy feat, but it's so worth it. It's just one day at a time.
The group nods in agreement with therapists. Jules' advice prompts a revelation from Drew.
I guess I just need to forgive myself time, and understanding that I am not alone. I am not the only one going through something.
Yes, James, it's very true. You are not alone. We all have hurdles to jump over, and we have to give ourselves time to heal as well. That is a success that only happens over time. Thank you, James and Jules, for sharing with us. Jocelyn?
Jocelyn looks up, startled.
We haven't had the opportunity to hear from you since you joined us. Is there anything that you'd like to share or add on?
Everyone looks at Jocelyn, waiting for her response.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Therapist concernedly studies Jocelyn.
All right, then. No one has anything they'd like to add. I think this sums up this week's meeting. So good one today, everyone.
The group claps along with the therapist.
I'll see everyone next Saturday, same time.
Everyone gets up from their seats. Some go to mingle, others walk over to the refreshments table. As Jocelyn gets up, the therapist approaches her.
Jocelyn?
Hi. My apologies for lack of contribution.
That's not my concern. My concern is you.
Jocelyn's automatically on the defensive.
What is that supposed to mean?
When I first met you at the center, I suggested for you to attend the group so that you can adjust to the idea of opening up at a later time.
Yeah, I remember. And?
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I'd like for you to be honest with yourself, okay?
Sure.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Every person here has a reason why they're here. What is your reason?
Look, I don't know you from anything, so
Please, don't get on the fence. I'm asking you for you, not for me. Something to think about, that's all. It's not easy for one to be honest with themselves.
Jocelyn in denial laughs at the therapist.
I'm glad you find me funny.
I have no problem being real with myself, okay?
All right. Then in that case, I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, sure.
Jocelyn grabs her coat and proceeds to leave. As she rushes out, Kevin sees Jocelyn from afar, calls out to her, runs after her.
Hey, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn walks fast and exits the building. Although she hears Kevin, she chooses to ignore him.
Hey, wait up.
Jocelyn stops, rolls her eyes, turns around to address Kevin.
Hi, I'm in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Oh, thanks. I'm good. I'm so sorry. What's your name again?
It's Kevin. It's okay. You forgot. I don't tuck much either. I just wanted to say hey, and I see you don't socialize much, so.
I'm more so creative. Always thinking. I just like being to myself.
Yeah, I can tell. That's cool. You dress nice too.
Thank you.
Kevin admires her outfit, examines her head to toe. Jocelyn takes notice.
It's all about presentation. I'm actually a content creator. I'm a bit of a fashion enthusiast as well.
Are you sure? Just a little bit?
Yeah, I know a little something.
That's what's up. Maybe you can give me a few suggestions.
Well, from where I'm standing, you dress just fine.
Kevin and Jocelyn flirtatiously stare at one another. Jocelyn then looks at the time on her phone.
Not that I'm not enjoying this conversation. I actually have to run. I have a lunch date with some friends I'm actually running late for.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. I get it. I'll see you next week then. Maybe we can grab some coffee after.
Oh, I don't know.
Just one coffee? Or tea, if you don't like coffee?
Maybe. We'll see.
Great. I don't want you to be late, so.
See you later.
Jocelyn walks away from Kevin. Kevin smiles watching her walk away, then walks back into the building. Montage. Jocelyn speedily walks to the train station. Screen goes to black and white. Jazz music plays as she travels to her next destination. As she exits the train station, screen goes black back into color. Scene 2, interior restaurant day. Jocelyn arrives at the restaurant to have brunch with her friends. They've already ordered food and drinks.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry I'm late.
Yep, that again.
Leah laughs at Jocelyn as she walks around the table and greets each friend.
She's not that late, Marcus.
Thank you, Audrey.
Girl, please. You've been late for the past 3 weeks. You know brunch on Saturdays is our time to hang out.
Aside from Jocelyn's lateness.
All right, Marcus, I get it.
Hear me out. At least we can spend some time together. One thing I know, we don't flip-flop on each other, you know what I mean?
And maybe some are just secretive.
Whatever. I told you guys I now have an ongoing Saturday morning appointment that I can't miss.
And what kind of appointment is that?
Maybe an appointment with some guy.
Wow, really? Why is it always about a guy with you, Leah?
Because it's always about a guy.
Marcus and Leah are suspicious. Audrey disappointedly shakes her head towards Marcus and Leah. She sympathizes with Jocelyn.
I'm going to have to keep that to myself.
Whatever you say, we'll figure it out sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
Jocelyn smiles and rolls her eyes.
We saved a menu for you.
Audrey hands over the menu to Jocelyn.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Marcus studies Jocelyn as she looks over the menu. Jocelyn takes notice as she's focused on the menu.
What, Marcus?
I wonder.
What lies are you thinking about now?
I really hope you're not going to one of those crazy people sessions.
Jocelyn and Audrey are confused by Marcus's revelation.
crazy people sessions?
Yeah, those therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, so many titles. Pick one.
Nope, not my thing.
Good, because you ain't nothing wrong with you. And besides, they only want your money.
Jocelyn is clearly irritated. Brief silence.
It was just a thought because, you know,
No, we don't know. Can we talk about something else?
Marcus completely ignores Jocelyn.
people always seem to hide the therapists in their lives, especially Black people.
Do we even go to therapists?
Audrey views the uncomfortability in Jocelyn. Marcus and Leah laugh. Audrey interrupts the ignorant moment.
I mean, I would. If people talked about it the way you two are right now, I wouldn't want anyone to know either.
I don't have to agree with Marcus.
As usual.
If you ask me, it's definitely a white people thing. So I'm going to pay a person like me to listen to all my so-called problems. I mean, we all got problems. I have my friends. I got y'all to vent to.
You see, Black people, we deal and we get by. If you're going through something, we let it out in private and let it go. I don't have money to be thrown away like that. Like what? You think I'm crazy?
Marcus and Leah are laughing. Jocelyn is listening intently, embarrassed. Audrey continues to pick up on Jocelyn's shift in energy.
I really don't think it's a white people thing. I believe it's a people thing. All types of people may need therapy at some point in their lives. Mental illness, it doesn't discriminate.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's still a white people thing.
Leah and Marcus laugh together. Jocelyn quietly smiles along. Audrey concernedly stares at Jocelyn. Jocelyn meets her eyes and quickly looks away in shame. Audrey changes the subject.
Now that you're both done, I want to talk about Jocelyn's meeting with Accelerate Management this coming Monday.
Jocelyn's demeanor changes, smiles with glee.
Oh my God, guys. We don't have to talk about it. We can just celebrate after.
The foursome cheer in excitement.
Someone's confidence is off the charts. Go, girl.
I have to be. If life has taught me anything, it's that confidence equals power.
So wait, do you believe it's yours for sure?
I would like to believe so.
I'm so proud of you, Jocelyn. Like, just to think how far you came.
And how much money you'll make. Girl, yes.
Facts.
We are so proud of you. When you start making tons of money, traveling the world, don't forget us, girl.
Never.
Cuts to exterior and train station day. Marcus and Leah wave goodbye to Audrey and Jocelyn as they walk down the subway steps.
See you guys later. Love you.
Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Jocelyn and Audrey stand in silence. Audrey looks down at the train station, then turns to Jocelyn.
I want to grab some tea.
Sure.
Scene 3, exterior park bench day. Jocelyn and Audrey sit quietly, sipping their tea. Audrey breaks the silence.
So, when did you begin seeing a therapist?
Jocelyn is immediately caught off guard and defensive.
Excuse me? I'm not seeing a therapist.
I know it's been a while since we've hung out, just you and I, but I know my best friend.
Just because I won't tell you guys what goes on every moment of my life doesn't mean I have secrets or seeing a shrink. It's not like you tell me everything about your life.
That's because I have nothing to hide. There's nothing wrong with wanting to keep your business to yourself. All I'm saying is, as your best friend, I'm here for you. And it's okay if you are seeing a therapist. No judgment.
Jocelyn is visibly upset. She continues to sip her tea. They sit in silence once again. Jocelyn decides to now open up.
It's a support group. Nothing official. I found out about it at a local health center. I don't think I'm ready for a one-on-one session.
I understand. One step at a time.
Jocelyn becomes overwhelmed at the thought of opening up. She doubts herself, then clams up.
It would make it all too real.
To admit there's a problem, that you need help.
I can't get it out of my head.
Wait, what? Jocelyn, what's wrong?
You mean since you've known me, you couldn't tell? Ever?
Audrey, confused, searches for an answer.
Honestly, no.
Jocelyn is disappointed.
Maybe you just never bothered to really see me like I've seen you.
Or maybe you do a great job of faking it for the world.
You know, I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
That's all right. If and whenever you do want to talk about it, I'm here. You're not alone.
Jocelyn looks away embarrassed, almost as though she's about to cry.
Thank you.
Fade out. Scene 4. Interior home, night. Jocelyn lays in bed, unable to sleep. She takes her phone from under her pillow, reads the time is 3:10 a.m. She sighs in frustration, turns over, and shuts her eyes. Blackout. Scene 5. Interior home, day. It's Monday morning. Jocelyn is in her bathroom, doing the finishing touches of her makeup. Her cell rings. It's her mother calling. Jocelyn is immediately disappointed. She pulls down her mascara, takes a deep breath, and picks up the phone.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you, baby?
I'm okay. Just getting ready for this meeting.
Yes, that's why I called. I just wanted to wish you well. This is a great thing happening, you know?
Silence.
Are you there? Everything okay?
Mom,
Yes, I'm here.
I've just had a lot on my mind.
That happens. You work hard. You should be proud of yourself.
I'm not referring to my work, Mommy.
Then what do you mean? Speak up.
If this is such a great thing happening, then why can't I feel it? I don't feel okay. I'm not okay.
Jocelyn's about to break into tears, but holds it back.
I can't stop thinking about what happened to me when I was younger.
I'm not following.
Do I have to say it? We both know what I'm talking about.
If what I'm thinking of is what you're referring to, it's in the past. Let it stay there.
Mommy, the memories are flooding back. After all the years it took for me to let it go. Do you know what's happened to me since then? I've been heavily depressed, anxious about my life. I'm unable to focus. I'm losing control of myself again.
No. You are fine. You're free. You have everything you could ever want coming to you. Don't do this to yourself.
Free? After everything I just said? I'm living in a nightmare called my past. I'm just being honest with myself. For me to not address what happened to me is not helping me. And for you to ignore it isn't helping you either.
Brief silence.
It's all I can think about. No matter how hard I try to push it out.
I don't want to talk about this. He cannot hurt you anymore.
But I want to. I need to talk about it. This is hurting me.
Now you listen to me. It seems as though you're having a moment. I understand. But I will say this one more time. I do not want to hear about this anymore. Now what you need to do is meditate, pray, get you some peace, and move forward. It's the past. Focus on your future.
Mommy, I do pray. I believe. It's just that.
Is that?
if you could just listen to me. I need for you to listen to me. Just
Jocelyn?
once.
Jocelyn, for me, please.
Jocelyn can sense her mother's sadness through the phone. Although hurt, she lets it go.
Yes, Mommy, you're right. I don't know why I brought this up.
Good. You take care now. Call me after your meeting. I want to hear all about it.
I will.
Mother hangs up. Jocelyn still has the phone to her ear. Jocelyn hangs up, stares into the mirror in deep thought. In a moment's time, she takes a deep breath and proceeds to finish her makeup. Fade out, scene 6. Interior office building day. As the elevator doors open, Jocelyn puts on confidence and leaves the stress of her morning behind her. She enters Accelerate Management, approaches the receptionist.
Good morning. Welcome to Accelerate Management. May I please have your name?
Good morning. My name is Jocelyn Adams. I have a meeting with Rachel Miller and Michael Brooks for 11 a.m.
Great. They're expecting you. Please have a seat, and I will let you know when they're here.
Thank you.
Jocelyn sits in the reception area while the receptionist phones Ms. Miller and Mr. Brooks.
They'll be right with you in a moment.
Thank you.
As the conversation with her mother sits on her mind, Jocelyn finds it difficult to focus. She begins to nervously shake her legs. She lightly fixes herself when Miss Miller and Mr. Brooks approach her.
Hello, you must be Jocelyn. I'm Michael. This is Rachel. Thank you so much for meeting with us.
Jocelyn gets up, Mr. Brooks and Miss Miller reach out to shake Jocelyn's hand.
Hi, thank you both for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. Right this way.
In a conference room, Jocelyn is acing the interview. All three are laughing at a joke.
I mean, oh, Jocelyn, you seem to have it all. Success-driven, beautiful, intelligent. You're super sweet and great with words.
I'm pleased that I'm able to give you that impression.
Well, of course you do. But one concern we've always seemed to have is finding ideal candidates to just build a true connection, not only with our loyal audience, but also with our clients. You know, personality sells these days. Am I right, Michael?
Indeed.
I believe that's one of the reasons why I became a content creator. Not just to sell a product, but to connect with people. I aim to inspire and just be myself.
That is what we'd like to hear. It just seems as though, and please don't take this the wrong way. Although your social media presence is stellar and your following is climbing, I'm afraid we don't see enough substance.
By substance,
I think what Michael is saying is that you give what people want to see, right? Encouraging words and great photos and experience, but it's on surface value, meaning there's not enough you. We, the audience, want to know more about you.
I think I understand.
For instance, not to get too personal, or maybe it is. Think of an event that has happened in your life that has forcibly caused for you to change so greatly that it has led you to the very moment that has led you here. And give away to people where they will be able to rely on you and trust you. Your unique story. Who wouldn't want to hear it?
I want to hear that story.
You see, the world is changing. People have to be inspired. They love to be inspired. Here at Accelerate Management, we're working on shifting the focus. No more superficiality, but more meat, pure authenticity.
Jocelyn grows uncomfortable with the thought of sharing her past. She continues to think about the conversation she had with her mother just a few hours prior. She's trying to hide her growing anxiety and uncomfortability. Miss Miller and Mr. Brooks are completely oblivious to Jocelyn's change in mannerisms.
Okay, for example, can I be transparent?
Jocelyn nods her head in approval.
I'm a foster child. It's no secret. Everyone knows. I went from living home to home as a child up until I left for college. It could have broken me or influenced me to make bad decisions, but I had to make a choice to want more for myself. Long story short, we love a good success story. Like myself.
A good come up in the making kind of story.
Precisely.
Miss Miller and Mr. Brooks wait for a response from Jocelyn. The camera pans to her legs shaking, her nervous facial expression, unable to find the words to speak. Her eyes are welling up.
Jocelyn, are you all right? Would you like some water?
Jocelyn strokes her head, looking down.
My sincerest apologies. May I step out for a moment, please?
Yes, of course.
Jocelyn rushes out the room. She runs down the hallway towards the bathroom, breathing heavily and clenching her neck. She enters the bathroom into a stall where she has an anxiety attack.
Not today. Please, not now. Not now.
Jocelyn's holding her hand to her chest, sounds of her heartbeat accelerating. She's trying to gain control of her breathing.
You're fine. Nothing is wrong. This isn't real. God, please.
Moments pass. Jocelyn rests her head against the stall, slowly regains control of her breathing. She walks out the stall to the bathroom mirror. The camera is on her as the mirror. With a blank, defeated, sad stare into the mirror, tears fall slowly down her cheeks. Jocelyn sobs as the camera from side view slowly backs away from her. She looks down in distress and continues to break down crying. Fade out. Scene 7. Pause. Rochelle? Back. Thank you, Rochelle. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Awesome. Scene 7, Interior Community Center Day. Few weeks later, Jocelyn, who hasn't attended the support group in weeks due to her anxiety attack, knows she can no longer hold on to the growing stress. She decides to rejoin.
So before we close today's session, does anyone have anything they'd like to share or add on?
The group is silent until Jocelyn raises her hand.
I would like to say something.
The therapist and the group are caught off guard.
Of course, Jocelyn, please.
Hi, everyone. I know I've been MIA for some time, and it's because a lot has been happening in the past few weeks. I must admit that this whole process for me being here has been challenging. Seeing how some of you open yourselves up is strange to me because I didn't grow up that way. I was taught to bottle up, hold back, and keep it moving. But the horrors of my past caught up to my reality. My subconscious couldn't hold it in any longer. I reached my breaking point. I had a big opportunity presented to me, something that I've been working towards for a long time, almost ripped away from me in a matter of minutes simply because I refused to be honest with myself. I thought it would be easier to mask it all. That incident pushed me to be honest with myself. I have to adjust to this reality that something is wrong. Instead of suppressing and dealing, refusing to confront everything has been eating away at my soul. This depression, anxiety, whatever it may be, had taken over my life. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I know I need help. I need to beat this and gain control of my life. That's it.
Jocelyn could no longer hold on to the tears. She lets it go. Jules puts her arm around her, rubs her back, and comforting her. The group is silent. Therapist examines Jocelyn.
It's okay. It's going to be okay.
There's no reason for you to be ashamed in admitting that you need help, Jocelyn. By having that revelation, it means that you're finally taking the first step towards your healing. That's growth. Everyone here is growing, just like you. You're exactly where you need to be in all aspects.
Therapist and Jocelyn's eyes meet.
Congratulations. You're almost there.
Jocelyn's eyes look up at the ceiling, wiping her tears. She gives the therapist a side smile and nod in agreement. The group assuredly smile in support of Jocelyn. Fade out. After the session, Jocelyn stays to mingle, talking to James and Jules when the therapist approaches her.
You have a moment?
Sure.
Therapist and Jocelyn walk over to a corner in the room.
I want you to know how glad I am that you've opened up. Have you thought of setting an appointment or having a one-on-one session?
I have been thinking about it. I'm just a bit
hesitant.
Yeah. I'm not insane or anything like that. Just going through a lot.
No. Of course you're not. No one here is crazy. And that perception towards therapy is so unfortunate, honestly. It's also good to speak to someone who doesn't know you, someone who can't pass judgment. Everyone you see here visits someone at the center at least a few times a month. And this is only just a support group, Jocelyn. It's just to get the ball rolling. It's also a great way for you to meet new people. But if you decide to meet with someone, remember that it'll be for you and not for anyone else, okay? And maybe next week, if you want, you and I can talk for a bit.
Really?
Of course. I think you'll find it to be pretty effective, actually. Especially where you are right now in your journey.
I think you're right. I would like that. Thank you so much.
No problem. One day at a time, right?
Therapist touches Jocelyn's shoulder in assurance and walks off. Her and Kevin's eyes meet across the room and smile at one another. Scene 8, Exterior Community Center Day. Jocelyn is standing outside the community center. Kevin exits the center and walks up to Jocelyn.
Thanks for waiting for me.
Of course. Thanks for asking me out for coffee.
So, this is a date?
Jocelyn smiles and rolls her eyes. Kevin laughs her off.
Let's just say it's the first step.
Okay.
Kevin nods his head.
That's fine with me. So, where would you like to go?
Can we just walk and talk?
A walk sounds nice.
Music plays as Jocelyn and Kevin begin walking and talking away from the camera. Screen fades, credits roll. The end. Thank you all so much for joining us here in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in to the virtual reading chat party of this amazing short film, Silence. I really truly believe this is something that's going to open up conversation in the Black community. And if you would like to get in touch with anyone that you've seen here, these amazing creators, they are so artistic in so many different ways, so many different avenues. It will be in the description box. And I also have 2 more favors from you guys. If you could please click on that subscribe button, you will see so much more content coming your way from this channel. And also please like this video so it can become trending and something that everybody's going to know and hear about and share. So aside from that, thank you so much for joining us and God bless you. Bye. Thank you.